Okay, in this video we're going to learn how to use functions both algebraically and graphically. Okay, so here's the situation we got. There's a mutant bunny and it's 8 inches tall. Okay, and then it's growing 4 inches for every step that it takes. So here's what the graph looks like for that situation. Okay, so on this first question, how tall is the bunny after taking 5 steps? I think the best way to answer this is just to look at the graph, and go out to 5 steps taken, okay, and then work your way up, right? See that is, right, 28 inches tall. Okay, so we'll say that's 28 inches. Cool. On the second part, so given that this equation is f of x is 4x plus 8, we want to find f of 4. Okay, so what we want to do is find f of 4, and so we say f of 4 is equal to 4 times 4, right? Anytime we see x, we're substituting 4 plus 8. Okay, and so we want to reduce that and find that f of 4 is equal to, right, 16. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 8 is 24. Okay. Now let's just take a second to make sense of this. Can we see that graphically? When x is 4, should it be 24 inches tall? Okay, and so let's go to the graph here. Right? When x is 4, sure enough, the bunny is 24 inches tall. Okay? On this next question, we want to find f of 2. Okay, so we're going to do f of 2 is equal to 4 times 2 plus 8, right? And so here we get that this is 8 plus 8 is 16, right? And let's find that graphically. When the bunny is after 2 steps, right? Notice that it's 16 inches tall. All right? And so for this next part here, we're looking at the independent and the independent variable, right? And for that, it's the number of steps taken, right? It's just this x value, right? And what does f of 4 represent in this situation? What does f of 4 represent? It is, right? It is the height of the bunny after 4 seconds. Okay? And so there's just a few more additional questions to answer on this one. Okay, so this is the same graph. What is the dependent variable? Well, it's the height of the bunny. Okay, after how many steps is the bunny 36 inches tall? Well, let's go to the graph. 36 inches, come over, right? That corresponds to 7 steps. Oops. Okay, and for these last 2 questions, we're going to have to use our equation. Right? It was f of x is equal to 4x plus 8. Okay, so on this first one, how tall is the bunny after 157 steps? Okay, notice 157 steps. What they're giving you is, right, they're giving you this x. So what you want to do is you want to plug that in and find f of 157, right, which is equal to 4 times 157, and then plus 8, right, that's an 8, right, and let me pull out my calculator here. So we got 4 times 157, and then plus 8, so I got 636 inches tall. Okay, so 636 inches. Okay, on this other one, how many steps will the bunny be, will have taken when it's 96 inches tall? Here, we want to take 96 and substitute that in for f of x, right? And say that 96 is equal to 4x plus 8, right? And now we're going to solve this down for x. Okay? So first step, subtract 8 from both sides, right? And simplify. And we're left with 88 is equal to 4x. Okay, divide by 4 on both sides. Okay. And we're left with x is equal to, right? 88 divided by 4 is 22. Cool. Right, so 22 steps will give 96 inches, and then 157 steps, 636 inches. Okay, so that's this bunny problem. Another thing we want to do in this lesson is use graphs to find find values. Okay, so let's look at this. What is f of negative 4? Okay, so remember, this is x. Let's go to when x is negative 4. What is our f of x value? It is negative 3. Okay, and just put that in. What's f of negative 3? Well, when x is negative 3, it's about negative 1. Do you see that? When f of negative 2, what's f of negative 2? It's about 0, right? F of 1. So we're right here when x is 1. Now this part's kind of tricky. Do we go to the hollow circle or the closed circle? Right? And so here's kind of what happens. As you come along this line, it gets here and it jumps up. Do you see that? The hollow circle tells you to jump up. Okay, so f of 1, when x is 1, we get 2. Okay, do you catch that? Okay, f of 3. So when x is 3, y is 3. And f of 5, when x is 5, y is 4. Cool. So that's how we're using graphs to find values. Okay, thanks for watching.